Warren Buffett's Ground Rules by Jeremy C. Miller offers an in-depth look into the early career of Warren Buffett, focusing on the investment principles and strategies he employed while running his partnership from 1956 to 1970, prior to his control of Berkshire Hathaway. Drawing from the extensive letters Buffett wrote to his partners, the book distills his wisdom and philosophy into a framework that contemporary investors can adopt to navigate the complexities of the market. Here's our pick of top 10 insights from the book. 1. Warren Buffett emphasizes the importance of investing within your circle of competence to maximize returns. Now, imagine yourself at the wildest of parties. Stocks are swirling, bonds are bouncing, and there's that cryptocurrency doing the worm in the corner. In comes Warren Buffett, like the grandmaster of investment chess, and whispers a sage morsel of wisdom. Play on the squares you know. That's your circle of competence, my frugal festivity friends. Instead of dabbling in biotech startups because your buddy's second cousin made a mint, stick to what you know, like the back of your hand knitted, thrifty sweater. It's like picking your playlist. If you're all about that jazz, don't suddenly start DJing death metal. By investing within the realms of your wisdom, you'll groove to the sweet tunes of savvy decisions, turn the volume down on risky gambles, and hey, maybe even dance all the way to the bank. 2. The concept of Mr. Market illustrates the irrationality of the stock market and the advantage of treating it as a business partner rather than a guide. Imagine the stock market as that one friend who wildly overreacts to everything. Meet Mr. Market. Some days he's euphoric, offering to buy your shares for a small fortune. Other days he's doom and gloom, willing to sell his grandma's stocks at bargain prices. Buffet suggests we should chill out and see Mr. Hausa market's mood swings as opportunities, not gospel truths. When he's overly pessimistic, we buy. When he's irrationally exuberant, we sell. In short, keep calm and treat Mr. Market like that erratic buddy whose advice you rarely take, but whose wallet you're happy to lighten when they're being particularly ridiculous. 3. Compound interest is highlighted as a cornerstone of wealth accumulation, reinforcing why long-term investments are so powerful. Hold on to your hats because the power of compound interest is about to blow your financial hair back. Imagine compound interest as the most industrious snowball you've ever met. Rolling down Money Mountain, it starts off unassumingly small, but with the tenacity of a squirrel preparing for a nutty Armageddon, it packs on the financial white stuff. Each layer represents your earnings, not just on your original buck, but on all the bucks your buck has bucked up along the way. It's like your money is making its own money, and then that money is heading out to work too. As Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha himself, would likely nod in sage agreement, embracing compound interest is like choosing a fine wine and letting it age. It only gets better with time. By adhering to this gem from the Input book, you're basically inviting your wealth to a party where the longer it stays, the more interesting the guests that arrive, in the form of dollars, not people. Unless those people are investors, then sure, why not? 4. Buffett's focus on the owner earnings concept reveals his preference for businesses that generate high returns on capital without needing constant reinvestment. Imagine being the owner of a magical goose that lays golden eggs, but instead of slurping up your savings to feed it, this goose is low maintenance, happily munching on whatever scraps it finds. That's the essence of Buffett's love affair with companies boasting high owner earnings. These are the corporate world's golden geese, pumping out profits without the incessant need to gulp down more capital. It's like having a cash printing machine that asks for nothing more than a pat on the back and the occasional dust off. Buffett's strategy is to seek out these financial unicorns that can turn a modest meal into a feast of returns, demonstrating the power of self-sufficient profits. 5. The margin of safety principle is crucial, teaching investors to always buy with a buffer to protect against significant losses. Imagine the margin of safety principle as your financial life jacket when you're diving into the unpredictable sea of the stock market. It's that extra layer of defense against the icy waters of financial blunders. Essentially, it's about not just swimming with the investment tide, but doing so with water wings, crafted from solid research and conservative estimates. It means you're paying less for a stock than what it's fundamentally worth, like snagging a Picasso at a garage sale price. This approach ensures that even if the unpredictable market waves come crashing down, you've got enough buoyancy to stay afloat and not kiss your hard earned cash goodbye. It's the investing equivalent of wearing a belt and suspenders. Just in case one fails, you won't be caught with your financial trousers down. 6. Diversification for its own sake is often criticized, with Buffett advocating for a concentrated portfolio of thoroughly researched investments. Diversification may be the investment world's peanut butter, widely loved for its comfort and security. But Warren Buffett, the investment world's jelly, famously slathers on a different spread. Diving into the pages of Warren Buffett's Ground Rules, we unearth the Oracle of Omaha's zesty take. A concentrated portfolio is your financial sandwich's secret sauce. While the market's buffet lures many to pile their plates high with assorted securities, Buffett suggests we instead feast heartily on a select few delicacies we've sniffed out through meticulous research. It's the culinary equivalent of having just a few gourmet dishes rather than a smorgasbord of mediocrity. Bon appetit, investors. 7. The book underscores the transformation of Buffett's investment strategy from focusing on cigar butt picks to purchasing quality businesses at reasonable prices. The old switcheroo from dumpster diving for one last puff to savoring a fine cigar that's worth every penny. Buffett's epiphany, as highlighted in Miller's Page Turner, wasn't about chasing the next puff of fleeting gains from those cigar butt investments, the underperforming companies selling for less than their net worth. Instead, he cultivated a taste for robust, flavorful businesses with enduring competitive advantages, all acquired at prices that wouldn't make his wallet weep. This pivot from short-lived thrills to long-term romance with stellar companies became the cornerstone of his stratospheric success. After all, quality and a fair price tag make for a love affair that lasts beyond the final ash. 8. Miller brings to light that Buffett attributes much of his early success to the structure of his investment partnerships and alignment of incentives. Imagine a world where your dieting success was tied to your personal trainer's snack drawer, both of you munching carrots or succumbing to chocolate in unanimous crunches. Buffett's early investment genius was kind of like that, melding his fate with his investors through a performance-based fee structure. Rather than nibbling commissions, regardless of his portfolio's performance, he feasted on profits only when his investors' bellies were full. This alignment of incentives proved to be the secret sauce, or shall we say, the financial fiber, that kept everyone regular and happy. It was this symbiotic snack pack that laid the foundation for the Buffett empire and allowed him to harvest the green, both in wealth and wisdom. 9. The importance of honest and clear communication with investors is a recurring theme, which Buffett exemplifies through his annual letters. Picture Warren Buffett, the financial Yoda, whipping out his trusty typewriter like it's Excalibur, ready to slay the dragons of obfuscation with his annual letters. These aren't your run-of-the-mill, sleep-inducing financial reports. They're a masterclass in clarity, wit, and truth. These letters dismantle the complex machinery of investments and rebuild them into a Lego set simple enough for a child to understand. Investors aren't just passive spectators wearing monocles and top hats. Buffett transforms them into informed partners, armed with knowledge and ready for battle in the stock market coliseum. His commitment to transparency isn't just about being a good guy, it's a beacon that guides the financial ships away from the rocks of misunderstanding and onto the shores of trust. In Buffett's world, the pen, or typewriter, is mightier than the spreadsheet. 10. Emotion in investing is treated as a liability, where discipline and a rational approach to decision making are held in higher esteem. Picture the stock market as a roller coaster, except instead of screaming in exhilaration, you've got investors screaming in panic at every dip. That's where Warren Buffett steps in, cool as a cucumber, snacking on his metaphorical popcorn, watching the mayhem. His philosophy, as Jeremy C. Miller highlights, sprints past emotion quicker than a toddler after an ice cream truck. Discipline in investing is akin to wearing your seatbelt, while succumbing to emotional whims is like driving with a blindfold. Buffet's way is the investing equivalent of Spock from Star Trek, logical, unflappable, and probably not a great karaoke partner. Keep emotions in check, or you might just find your portfolio singing the blues. To sum it up, Warren Buffett's Ground Rules by Jeremy C. Miller is a revealing exploration of Buffett's early investment philosophies, emphasizing the principles of understanding one's own competencies, the significance of compound interest, and the reliance on a rational, disciplined approach to building a solid investment portfolio. It illustrates Buffett's evolution from speculative, cigar butt investing to acquiring quality businesses at reasonable prices, all while underscoring the critical nature of clear communication, strong partnerships, and a steadfast margin of safety. Thanks for watching, and hope you've gained valuable insights into the investment world of Warren Buffett.